Welcome back to my channel, guys, and this is one that a lot of people have been waiting for. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my first impressions on The God of High School. The God of High School is a series that you guys can find on Crunchyroll. It is being produced by Crunchyroll and Webtoon, which is, it's a new concept that Crunchyroll is adding to its anime series. It's adding its own series that they are creating and producing off Webtoons. And, they haven't been doing that bad. The first two they've done, I think for the most part, were great, and people have talked about it. Tower of God and Inspectory, those are the two that have done so far. Now, this one was very promising, and I will say from all three that they've released, Crunchyroll and Webtoons together, I think this one was the most promising first episode. Now, before I continue, I will say a few things. If you have not done so by now, make sure you do subscribe to my channel. I am trying to reach 3,400 before the month is over. We're about 20% through, and I would like to get there as fast as possible. Maybe even hit to 3,500 if possible, but I don't know. Also, guys, if you want to further support my channel, you guys can always join the Discord. We are growing it and adding stuff to it, so make sure you go and join and see what all the big fuzz is about. Also, guys, there is quite a bit of first impression videos already out. There'll be more coming out this week for you guys, so make sure you keep up with all those. And lastly, guys, make sure you go and check out the latest giveaway that I did. I have already announced the winners. There will be another one in July 15th. Oh yeah, and spoiler alert. Not a bigger one, because if you've read the premises, it's basically what the first episode is about. We follow, I would say it kind of feels like we're following three characters, but the main character is Jin Mori. Jin Mori is essentially this boy who he self-proclaimed himself as the strongest high schooler ever, right? And there's this tournament that people are being invited to, and it is being broadcast on the internet, on TV. Anyone is watching it, and Jin Mori is invited to be part of this tournament, and this tournament is to figure out who is the god of high school. The first half of the first episode is essentially them getting to the tournament, and we meet some characters on the way there. And the reason I say three people, because there's this incident between these three characters at the beginning where they're trying to stop a guy who's stealing, I think a purse or something like that, and they work together, and they can see through their mistakes, but also through their success, how strong each other is to an extent. They arrive, and also, I guess during this part, we realize that a lot of people actually applied to be part of this tournament, and people were handpicked. And there's a group of people, like these strong guys. They're all ripped and all strong, and they're wondering why they weren't picked. And we get to see in the second half of the first episode why they weren't handpicked, and that's because there's a lot of strong people out there. Now, a few things to keep in mind out of the first episode that I saw that I'm pretty sure will be important is, one, the winner is promised whatever they want, right? It looks like our main character really wants to fight one of the people above who's just watching. Also, another thing to keep in mind is that they have these wristbands. On the wristbands, they have an HP number. Everyone's number is different according to what they can, I guess, take. There's also other numbers that will, I guess, eventually be explained. I believe one is attack number. But anyways, that will come into hand. The other thing is that by the numbers, I saw that there were a lot of people that were actually weak. They were in the lower numbers, and there's people that were in higher numbers. We haven't really seen the numbers of our main characters, so I can't say if they're strong or not. But from what I've seen, they probably are. They do showcase a battle. One guy shows up late to the Royal Rumble, the first battle where everyone basically attacks each other, and I think the rules is your HP has to run 0, or you have to give up voluntarily, and that's the only way you can lose. So people start going for the weak ones, obviously, because they were trying to pick off easy prey. Some notice the numbers and like, okay, that guy's weak, so I can take him down. Others, they just assume people are weak by how they look, but they quickly find out that some of the people that look weak are actually not weak, and they start getting their butts kicked. It pretty much is the best scene in the episode. They did a really good job with adding good animation as well as adding good action scenes. This character shows up late and he starts beating people up, but he quickly finds out that although he thinks he's strong, there's people like our protagonist that can keep up with his strength and speed. So that in a nutshell is the first episode. From what I've seen online, Twitter, I saw this episode yesterday when it first released, and I went into Twitter, I went into the comments in the video itself. A lot of people are excited for it. A lot of people seem to really enjoy it. I was wondering if I was the only one that kind of was excited for it. I didn't have a pre-excitement to it where a lot of people were anticipating this series, but after the first episode, I pretty much know that this is one that's going to be good. Probably won't react to it because of when it's released, but I probably will watch it. I'll keep a close watch to this one because I know people will be talking about this one for sure. Crunchyroll is doing well at what they're choosing to produce, and that speaks volumes out of them. Although their production level could be do better. Like today, Black Clover's episode was released without an English subtitles, and I was like, "What the heck?" They took about an hour and a half to fix the problem. Not the point. The point is, Crunchyroll is putting more effort into their production level with their animes, and I think that should be noted. For now, it will be on my watch list. I will be watching it. Out of 10, I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. I think out of all the ones I've watched so far, this is one that really got my interest. The other one that I like was also about the high school. Anyways, but this was the one that has caught my eye the most this far. I will be watching other series like Re:Zero and my comical romantic life, long name, the third season of that one as well, which they're very promising as well because they're continuing a series that people have been begging for a continuation for. So we'll see what happens. For now, check this one out. I do recommend it. A lot of people are talking about it in a positive way, so I think you guys not just take my word, but the Twitter word, I guess. Thank you again for watching this. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thank you for your love and support, guys, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.